What is going on then, everybody? I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to another video here on our channel. I'm the FIFA Analyst, and today I'm going to be talking to you about what is the best formation post-patch on FIFA 21. If you didn't know, we did get a new patch this week, which has made a couple of changes with regards to team press, and it's now made team press not as strong. The actual pressing element is still strong. It's just that instead of it lasting 30 seconds, it now only lasts 20 seconds. They all have also nerfed constant pressure, press on possession loss, and press on heavy touch based on the pitch notes. If I remember, I'll pop the pitch notes down in the comment section below. If you do enjoy this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel. We upload every single day. We are also uploading some different sort of content on our second channel, our coaching sessions, player reviews, squad builders, everything like that down in the comment section. Go and subscribe to that channel if you guys are interested. So then, what did I do when the new patch dropped? I went and played a lot of games in division rivals, and I used the normal go-to tactics that I was running and the formations that I was running, and tried some different stuff, some new stuff. So I used the 4-4-2, I used the 4-2-3-1, I used the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, and I just got a general feel for how the new patch felt. Now, first of all, getting the ball back off someone seems even harder. So the team press nerf was definitely needed because team press was really strong. Having it for 30 seconds where you turn it on and off. That's where you press down and left on the D-pad, by the way. And it was really, really strong. So having that nerf was good. It was definitely required. However, they've not actually then given us a pressing tool ourselves manually, because second man press is almost non-existent this year. So I was a little bit at first shocked. Now, I saw a few people on Twitter talking about playing drop backs. That's what I did first of all. I used a 4-2-3-1 and I tried 4 depth drop back, and we'll go through the tactics in a minute. At the minute, you're watching 4-4-2 gameplay, and the 4-4-2 for me felt a lot better than, the 4-2-3-1. Now, the reason for this, and we'll go through the tactics shortly, the game still feels very slow. It still seems very hard to, to go forward. Press. I used press on possession loss, press on heavy touch, and normal balance as well to get an idea of where everything was at on that. And the 4-4-2 just felt better for me. Now, I did use it in a possession style based manner. I didn't use it in a quick counter attack. I used it in a possession style based, and that worked very, very well. So these are the tactics that I ran with a 4-4-2. So let's talk you through them. And this is very different to what I normally run. If you want an in-depth review on any tactics that I'm doing in the future, let me know down in the comment section. So I ran press on possession loss, 5 width, 6 depth, and that's what we went for. And we also went for long ball in the 4-4-2. Now, this wasn't the standard 4-4-2, it was the 4-4-2 second variation. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this, because I was thinking, you know what? The changes to team press and the changes to the way everything's going to go, I imagine most people are going to go backwards and they're going to sit deeper. I didn't want to get caught on the counter by trying this press on possession loss. So I went with a 4-4-2 second variation. That puts your 2 CDMs a little bit deeper. They're not CMs, they're CDMs instead. And this just made things a little bit easier for me when going forward. Now, obviously, we did run a fairly high depth and we did run press on possession loss as well. I wanted to trial this because I felt like the nerf to team press makes me think the best way to go about tactics in the future now, because of the fact that you can't manually press, I think changing between a tactic that's got press on possession loss and a tactic that's balanced. So maybe you'll start the game with balanced, right? And then say if you go 1-0 down, you'll change to the press on possession loss. And they did say that they nerfed the stamina on press on possession loss, press on heavy touch, and constant pressure. I'm going to be honest with you, unless you've got a really weak team with low stamina, I didn't notice a difference. I looked at the halftime, the stamina left at halftime. I looked at the stamina left at the end of the 90 minutes. It's minuscule. It's really, really not that high. So I think you can still run press on possession loss the whole time if you wanted to. But obviously the only downside to it is that it does leave you open on the counter. So you've almost stuck in, the best two worlds really, because it's like, well, you want to play a pressing game and win the ball back. Press on possession loss is great to do that. However, it is very risky at the back. And we all know that people just look to sit back and counter. So if you want to play a high attacking quick game of football, quick game of FIFA, but someone's playing drop back and just looking for the long ball counter, you're kind of caught in a bit of a, I don't know. And that's what I felt when I ran the 4-2-3-1 drop back. And I'll go through those tactics in a minute. I personally didn't enjoy them. I felt like it invited too much pressure on. I didn't like the element of the way that lined up for us. So I really, really came away from that. I did use my normal 4-2-3-1 where I won 6 depth, balanced. And then, just like 6 players in box and 5 width. Now, the only thing that I didn't like about this was the fact that I just couldn't seem to get the ball back off someone. So I flicked on and off between team press, down and left on the D-pad. And I just felt like I couldn't get the ball as much because the team press would run out so much quicker than what I was used to. So drop back, 4-4, long ball. That's what I trialed just from based off seeing, you know, general response and what people do run. And this wasn't for me, right? So that's how I set it up with a 4-2-3-1. And just to run through the instructions for you, if it was me, I would go back to my normal balance that I did trial as well. The 6 depth. I just felt like that's going to be good to see out a game because holding the ball seems so much easier because obviously team press isn't as strong. But I like to manually press myself, so I probably wouldn't run balanced defensive style anymore. I'd only do it to see out that game. And this is the 4-2-3-1 drop back that you're going to see now, by the way. I think I'd only run that 4-2-3-1 70th minute. I'm 2-1 up to be a little bit more defensive, or maybe I'll go into the game and it's 1-0, 0-0 or something. But I don't know, man. I just felt like the 4-4-2 worked so much better for me. I used it in a possession style based manner. It felt good being able to have the 2 strikers playing off each other. I had the 1 striker on comeback on defense and I had the 2 wingers on comeback on defense. But then the press on possession loss gave me that way to still win the ball back high up the pitch. It's kind of like, yeah, as I said, a best between both worlds. Well, not even a best between both worlds, but best of both worlds wasn't even like that because both worlds aren't very good. I didn't really enjoy kind of the play style that we had. The game did feel a little bit slow, I must say, with regards to the new patch. They haven't, this is the thing, right? They say that they nerf like the stamina. You know, the stamina, you're going to notice stamina gets less now. Okay, what I want to know is how much by, like what percentage have you like decreased it by? Like that's the thing that just frustrate me. We don't really get much information with these new patches. So I'm going to keep trialing different things. I'm going to keep trying them and just kind of see how we get on with them, really. When it comes to the weekend league, it'll kind of be the typical 4-2-3-1, 4-4-2 for me. I just think I might try out this 4-4-2. Like you can see here, by the way, the drop back. Look where my defensive line is sat. To me, that's just so deep, man. Like it just invites that pressure so much. It's not a play style that I enjoy and not a play style which I'm gonna like play or recommend to anyone. Felt like it's so defensive and so deep for people to invite that pressure on. It's so easy for people to get in behind. Now, I did feel though that some quick movement could work with the LB passes and sending people on a run. But other than that, you know, it did just obviously feel very similar to the patch that we had before. So what does it all mean for FIFA 21? In my opinion, so far, because of the lack of changes to second man press, I feel like we're going into a FIFA 20.2 stage, really. I said the game would be FIFA 20.5 on FIFA 21, and I still stand by that. The game, it's very, very similar to last year, really. I think it's going to be stuck between a slow possession-based manner, and it's just going to be very difficult to get the ball off people until they start bringing us more second-man press options in to give us the option to cover the passing lanes, apply pressure to the ball holder, and so on. They didn't fix. They said that they'd fix the yellow ball not having a shadow. That's not being fixed. As you can see, I'm playing a game here. Ball, still got no shadow. And also, CR7 and Mbappe have lost their boots. They've gone back to white, bog standard boots. Not really too sure why that is. But yeah, that's kind of how it is. So, I'm going to keep practicing. I'm going to keep playing. I'm going to keep giving it a go. Keep tweaking things as we go. If there is any tactics that I kind of set on in the 4-4-2 to 4-2-3-1 that I really get happy with, I'll let you guys know and make a video on that. You guys know I like to spend, you know, a very long time kind of adapting my tactics and getting things to where I want them to be. Give any of those ones a go that I've got there. The 4-4-2, as I said, is a lot more fun to drop back. Although people are saying it's very strong now because of the team press nerf, which it probably is. It just doesn't suit my play style. But I just can't sit there on the edge and invite that sort of pressure onto me, if I'm honest with you. But yeah, definitely when you pick up the ball, you're not going to be under as much pressure because of the team press nerf. But other than that, it's still very, very similar to obviously the game that we had prior to the patch coming out. So that's where we're at. Just thought I'd give you the update on the video so you guys can see exactly what we're running and why we're running it. And let me know what you think of the patch down in the comment section below. I do thank you all very much for watching it. Remember, if you guys want any of your sneak to use FIFA Analyst at checkout, to go ahead and support us. The link to the second channel is down in the description box, down in the comment section and the description box. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.